Hello everyone, we'll show you this requirement analyzer. This is a tool that creates system and software requirements from the inputs provided like stakeholder document and the main input as per the traceability, that is stakeholder requirement. Thus it creates system and software requirement from stakeholder requirements. Now what are the inputs over here? The inputs needed are the documents that we call as in stakeholder documents. Now for this I have taken a few of the stakeholder documents that are available over internet. These are for infotainment system for the from the automotive domain. So these many docs I have. So what it will do, this GenAI application will take the input as an from the documents and also create the stakeholder also take the stakeholder requirements. Once the stakeholder requirement is loaded, it will then create the data. What I will do, I'll take the stakeholder documents. I have only 10 files it should take. It will take all types of file like PDF, docs, txt, png, jpg, etc. These are guidelines, checklist, and stakeholder documents, etc. Now stakeholder requirements. So here you can see I've added stakeholder requirements which has the format as ID and description. Like R1 is the ID and this requirement is the description, or we can say this is the stakeholder requirement. Now I will ask my system to do a system and software requirement analysis. Now we will wait as it will generate uh, the analyzed system and software requirements. Now this is being done with the capability of the model, how model understands the content of the data given by uh, the browsed document, how it parses it, how it stores it in a vector database, and the primary input, the goal from which the requirements are extracted, are the stakeholder requirements. Now here you can see we have the generated system and software requirements. Now this is the part where the analysis of the stakeholder requirement one done. These were the requirement R001, R002, etc. up till R12. You can see we have given R12 requirements, stakeholder requirements. The extracted feature functionalities are these many. Now these are the detailed system requirement that has been uh, composed from the stakeholder requirement with the inputted as a bank of data, or the we can say the project data. These are the system requirement created. What it does, it creates different type of requirement like functional requirement, non-functional requirement, interface requirement, data, operational, cyber security requirement, and functional safety requirement. These are all system requirements. When I talk about requirement type, it has auto segregated sys, fsr, csr, or, dr, ir, nfr, fr, like that, and created the requirement like this. Now it has also generated detailed software requirement. Also it has aggregated software requirement as functional requirement, design constraint, interface requirement, performance requirement, quality requirement, cyber security requirement, functional safety requirement, etc. Now the input provided was much less. So what I have told this GenAI application to take some assumptions and create some kind of environment of the chances to create the requirement so that it fits with system and software requirements. So these are the assumptions taken from his perspective. Now, the main thing that is needed that is being done within the project is traceability from system to software and stakeholder to system requirements. So this has been created over here. As you can see, R001 was our stakeholder requirement one, and it has created these many traceability with respect to stakeholder requirement to system requirement, and system requirement to software requirement. This is the traceability part. Now we have this uh, button, so where we can download this overall system and software requirement that is generated. So if you can see, I have the overall data that's been generated. We can download it as per use. So this is the data, key features and functionalities, detailed system requirement with all the different type of system requirement, then detailed software requirements and with all respective type of software requirements. Then if any assumption clarification, and the main part is traceability metrics, how it is I mean traceable to each other. So this was the part that with this GenAI application we can create the following requirements. Yes. Also, I have a window where we can communicate with the bot that has created, or with the GenAI application that has created the following system and software requirements. If you can say, I'll send the GenAI application is running and the our bot is processing. It will give us an summary of, I mean, what we can communicate with the tool and with the data that was provided and the data that was generated. It will be with respect to what we have. So this is the summary of non-functional requirements. So this was it. This is the GenAI application as an requirement analyzer. Thank you.